Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up to smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like Glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Started feed street blues, what I taught. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated ultras, Rio, Fern, Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turning to frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look lean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VDS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's
tickets.
go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know what it is, Jack. We about to get to it, man. Monday night show, we get to it. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. Shout out to all my people, man. Tap in, walk with us. Y'all know we about to get to it, Jack.
2020
New race war.
So clear.
Right?
Put your
Getting
boy
straight to it,
shit.
man. You know, we ain't got no cut card over here, man. Everybody get it, man. You fair straight across the board. No bias. Smash that like on tap in with us. Let's go.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? all coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is in Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers be Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Sick. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher shit. Any clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my
We on the
element.
rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall-in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe brain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Butcher boyed up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? My brethren, my sisterin. You already know what it is. It's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Bear, aka Stats with the Facts. And we here, man. How you doing? How your mama doing? How your kids and them doing, man? How your pops doing, man? If he's still here, she's still here, talking about your mama, you know? Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, Jack. Shout out to my big homie, Sir Ism. You know what I mean? Shout out to the big homie, Sir Ism. Y'all go subscribe to Sir Ism right now. Tell him Stats with the Facts sent you heard me? Now, tonight's show is going to be very controversial for lots of reasons because, one, I'm just a controversial guy, and I like to talk about the real stuff that matters, and real stuff that matters is the stuff that's actually controversial. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it. How's everybody doing tonight? You know what I'm talking about? You know, hope you had a blessed and beautiful and prosperous and productive day. I know I did, and I do every day. I wish the same for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We all woke up whenever we did today, and we've been awake ever since, man. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. Like I always say, we already won. We already got the victory and the glory. You know what I'm talking about? But tonight's show is serious on many levels, right? The new race war. And the reason why I picked the thumbnail I picked because I think this thumbnail is very, very profound. This one right here. I think this is very profound. Right? It was written on a cardboard box or piece of cardboard. Right? It's Latinos and Blacks United written on a piece of cardboard by some anonymous person. We can't tell if the person heard this is Black or Latino. Right? Now, I'm not saying this is what this picture was intended to depict, but I'm telling you, this is my interpretation of it. It's written on cardboard. Cardboard boxes are synonymous with homeless people because they live in cardboard boxes. Now, I put that as a reference with Latinos and Blacks to show that there really ain't no unity between us. And I think this is a perfect analogy that is written on a piece of a cardboard box or cardboard representing homelessness, seeing as how Blacks in America make up a large amount of the homeless population. And the Latinos are on pause, man. Walk with me, on top of the Blacks. And they're becoming the increasingly larger homeless population. The only difference is they're getting all the resources that the homeless population of America should be getting, specifically the Black homeless population. Right? Now, my intentions is not to be divisive and separative, right? But when we having these conversations, that's where it kind of goes to inadvertently, and because in order for us to get some type of understanding of what's going on and come to a resolution on how we're going to fix or mend things, some separation is going to be needed. Because, like I always say, this isn't all of my Latino brethren and sistren. Of course it's not. But it is the overwhelmingly mass majority. And like I said, when we have these conversations, y'all, we have to be honest. I mean, we gotta be honest. We can't be sitting up here pussyfooting around and she and foo-foo and kikiing, man. Tiptoeing and walking on eggshells because you don't want to offend nobody or hurt somebody's feelings. Right? Now, like I said, I'm not saying that there aren't pockets, there are areas, neighborhoods, whatever, across America where Black and brown people actually do get along together and engage with each other and live in communities with each other, where they do business with each other, and the economy is booming. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure it exists in some areas. But is it a culturally known thing? No. Is it a widely American known thing? No. For the most part, Blacks and Latinos, even though we live in the same areas, we separate ourselves from each other. For the most part, Latinos do not rock with us. They just don't. And anybody saying anything different, you either lying or you too silly to see that that's not what it is. You really think that there's some type of Black-brown unity, coalition, camaraderie thing going on. And I'm telling you right now, it absolutely is not. Now, individually, yes. Individually, you may know a family or two or a few of Latinos who grew up in the hood, or who from the hood, or wherever the situation may be. And they just like us for the most part, minus the skin color and, nuances with the culture. But see, another difference between us and most of y'all, and I'm talking about Latinos, is Y'all, like most of y'all, are second to third generation at best. That means you, your mom, and their parents came from Mexico. So you can only trace your roots in America back to maybe a year, a generation or two, maybe. But if you my age, which means in your early 40s in America, you're more than likely probably the product of an anchor baby situation. And your parents are probably from Mexico. And your grandparents definitely are from Mexico if you're my age. And the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, has blessed them to still be amongst us. If you 43, I'm 42, y'all. I'll be 43 in January. If you're my age as a Latino in America, you're first generation at late second generation, right? Which means that if you're my age, more than likely your mother probably came from Mexico. And if she didn't by some chance, oh, your grandmother and grandfather absolutely did on both of your parents' side of the family. That's a fact. See, us black folks, we can trace our stuff back generations, hundreds of years ago. Most of us, if we really do our due diligence. At minimum 300 or 400 years. So I want y'all to understand that I'm not intentionally trying to be on no BS, man, but we got to call out the facts. And if we, like I said, we're not going to be honest about the situation, there's no point in even having the conversation. And I say that to anybody who would want to try to tap in and challenge what it is me or anybody else is saying in defense of our people and our people's culture and history in this country, in this continent, on this continent, in this hemisphere. Which goes back literally thousands of years. OG, what's happening, man? My brother OG in the building, you did. The new race war, right? Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something real quick. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, right? Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something, man. And once you niggas down here acting ignorant and foolish, talking about fucking police and all that bullshit, man. All y'all fucking police, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Spraying people with mace for exercising their First Amendment right. Why wouldn't he? Look at Swally, man. This was at the riots in my city in 2020. The riots was going on all across the country. Y'all see this? I'm showing y'all this to remind y'all that they are prepared for this. I want y'all to also notice that when you look amongst this crowd of people, it ain't just black folks down here. It ain't even majority black folks. Majority white people down here. Everything I be telling y'all about, man. Hunger Games Society. Slaves fighting slaves for the slave masters. Look at the police in the battle powers, man. These is our fellow brother citizens and shit. It's kind of sad for real, man. I'll tell you why it's sad. It's sad because the police. The battle ain't with them. These motherfuckers should be standing down out here, man. Look at this shit, man. I told y'all, man, look, this is what they got prepared for us. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. These are our fellow brothers and sisters, man, here to police us. This shit, y'all, man.
George motherfucking Floyd, man. This for you, baby. This for you. This for George Floyd. This for George Floyd.
Black Lives Matter, nigga.
George Floyd.
I know I had to come down here, right?
What's the thing? What's good? CS, never seen you in the chat before. CS, what's good with you? You're more than welcome. Smash that like button.
I'm getting a sense of force,
what's up, baby?
opposition.
Y'all better pay attention, man.
You got the police saying it's an emergency situation. It's here, y'all. It's here, y'all. What we gonna do, man? What we gonna do?
Let me go. Gotta get up through. The camera dangling. See what's going on, right? Have to get up through.
Huh?
Baby.
Gotta get up through.
Told y'all we ain't prepared, man. We ain't prepared.
Have to get up through, man. Probably was on their way.
We ain't prepared, y'all. See? Told y'all we ain't prepared.
Right? I just wanted to show y'all that for a bunch of reasons. One, to show y'all that I really be out here getting this content for y'all, man. Risking my life, that of my then at the time fiance. Putting my life and my safety on the line to bring y'all this content. I'm a real content creator, Jack. I don't give a damn about subscriber counts. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Most of you motherfuckers on this YouTube is non-content creating ass people. No substance, no nothing. Majority. Oddly and sadly enough, that's the shit that gets pushed and promoted. This ain't me bitching or moaning, complaining. That's a fact. So I'm a real content creator. I was out there in the field on the front lines, got maced and pepper sprayed and all that shit. And y'all see what the fuck that, excuse me, y'all seen what was going on in that video. This is why I talk about HR 1955. That was on full display right there. They're prepared for this. That was violent radicalization, ideologically based violence. You gotta shut out and rest in the essence to sinful to people. You gotta show confirmation of the information, man. This is when y'all hear me talk about HR 1955 so much. What happened in my city and numerous cities across the country in 2020 behind this dope fiend ass dude allegedly being killed. Rest in the essence to him if he's actually dead. Violent radicalization. What do I tell y'all the U.S. government wants to do with violent radicalization? They want to eradicate it, right? And that was a prime example of how unprepared
We are. So look how easy it is to trigger us so emotionally that they can start a race war or attempt to ignite a race war between us and Latinos, because the race war between us and white folks, it just didn't work. You know what I'm talking about, OG? True journalism at its best. On the turf, in the paint, front line with it. Most of you niggas would have been terrified to go down there. Mind y'all, I was on parole at this time. I said I was on parole at this time. So if I would have got caught by the police, it would have been a wrap for me. I more than likely probably would have went back to the joint. So that's why I say the stuff I say, and I speak with the authority I do, because goddamn it, I put the work in, goddamn it. Front line with it, Jack. You did.
I ain't prepared. These motherfuckers is ready for this shit. You hear me? See, I'm kind of used to the mace a little bit. I'm kind of used to the mace a little bit because I've been maced so many fucking times. But this is the shit I be telling y'all about, y'all. Y'all ain't ready for this shit, man. Y'all ain't prepared, man. Y'all got all them guns. Y'all see, I ain't going. What would have happened if there was bullets that was firing? Right?
It's another one dead. Off with their head.
This ain't the way to go about doing it, y'all. This ain't the way to go about doing it.
And I'm going to always tell y'all that, man. That ain't it. That ain't how it's going to get done. This is exactly what they want. Hold on real quick, y'all.
Keep telling y'all niggas ain't ready for this shit. Right? But it's only right that I come down here, right? You know what I'm saying?
They coming this way.
Come on. See, if I was down here by myself. See, I told y'all ain't ready for this shit, man. These motherfuckers got tear gas, directed energy weapons. They got robot dogs. They got the drones in the sky. I'm pretty sure they somewhere out this motherfucker.
And I'm toying. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shit crazy, man.
Everybody in the crowd, they started shooting off something. And everybody started running.
Yeah, man. Y'all ain't ready, man. I keep telling y'all, man.
I ain't ready, man. We ain't ready, y'all. Front line with it. Real journalism, man. Like my brother said, man. Real journalism, man. You hear me? Right? Front line with it. You did. Y'all can go watch that video on my page, man. Subscribe. We're going to hit that 1,000 pretty soon. We just chilling. I don't be worried about shit like that. I just do what I do. You feel me? Oddly enough, man, I make very decent money off of my YouTube page, man. I'll be surprised at how much money I'll be making, and I even got 1,000 subs, man. You feel me? So, you know, I'm just keep doing what I do. We're going to keep doing what we do. We just going to keep rocking out like that, Jack. You know what I'm talking about? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Right? But if y'all gonna keep it 100, man, y'all know that this ain't, you know, this black and brown unity thing is a hoax. Y'all, and you know, like I said, man. What the fuck, man? Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all.
Happening now.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick, y'all. God damn. What the fuck, man? Shit. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Like I was saying, man, you know, ain't trying to be on no BS over here, man. Just keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? And to all the Latinos out there who sympathize and empathize with us and realize what real actual history is and want to stand in unison and solidarity with us and just fall back while us FBAs, us foundational Black Americans, us from the soil, we sit up here and just assist, man, like y'all always been doing, and let us spearhead this joint. And we all gonna eat like we always do, except we gonna actually get what we supposed to get this time. All jokes aside, though, man, for real, I ain't even joking with that one, Jack. For real, man. And I just said that, though, because, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got a lot of life experience, man. I know how y'all think, man. I done been locked up with these people. I done been, man, listen. Right? Now, let's just be clear, man. All Mexicans and Latinos don't hate us, man. Let me just be clear on that. Nobody's saying that. We're just saying that the overwhelming mass majority do, and it's actually ingrained in your culture, psychologically.
Going on right now. I've been asked to speak on it and give my thoughts about it. It's about the whole issue of them individuals that did that to my people, our people, because I am Chicano and I have been born and raised in Southern California. To them sound mask, ice cream, corn, whatever it is, and them individuals want to do foolish things. You know, what do I think about it? I don't think it's cool, man. For them individuals that did that, how would you feel if that was your mom, your dad, your uncle, if someone did that to them when they're trying to make a living, to feed their family, to pay their bills, whatever it is? How would you feel if that was your people? It ain't cool, man. Cut that shit out, man. I also want to give recognition to the people that are donating, supporting them, the people, you know, that are selling the mask, corn, ice cream, etc. I appreciate that and thank you. As far as the unity between us browns and blacks, I think it could be a powerful thing if it does happen. I honestly, in my opinion, I think we'd be unstoppable. But you know, there's always that one knucklehead, that one idiot. You know, who knows what the future lies. But I will say this: in anything and everything you do, and this is like in life in general, I believe in karma. What goes around comes around, and anything you do, there's an outcome, whether it's positive or negative. So think about the actions you make today and moving forward. You guys,
you know,
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway
shout out
to
to the
stories
homie Phil
that's
Scott,
overlooked by the corporate
African
mainstream
Diaspora
media.
News Channel, man.
And we serve as the voice to the
Shout
Toba
out to the brother
Black
Phil Scott.
community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, you know, looking at
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
This next story is coming to us from More Real News on
Shout out
TikTok.
to Sister
Now, of course,
Demetrius
they have
Triple
been
OG.
very
I love
instrumental
this
in
lady,
bringing
man. I
forth
love
the
her
news
commentary.
that
She's
is
a
coming to
beautiful,
us
excellent,
out of
proper
Chicago
journalist.
in regards to
I
the
would love to
migrants and
interview her.
Mayor Brandon Johnson and him being complicit in helping the migrants in every way, shape, and form. Of course, we know that he is also neglecting the Black residents who helped him get into office. And from that point, the Black residents, along with other residents, but Black residents specifically, because they, majority have voted Democrat, have said, we are going to flip this place red. And in fact, they are now wearing MAGA hats and saying that they are for Trump and all of that. But I want y'all to listen to this sister talk about the dynamics of Black and brown. Check it out.
I said, you hear people talk about Black and brown all the time. If you can name for me one major Black business that is successful in the Latino community, I will give you $1,000. Just give me one. I don't know. And you know why you don't know one? Okay. Because they don't support us and they don't allow it. But as a matter of fact, if you go into their grocery stores, and I think that this is discrimination. It ain't even in English where you can understand it.
So as you heard her say, basically,
I can vouch for that. Over here in the area where I live, it's called Whitehall, oddly enough, but it's slowly being taken over by Mexicans. It has been for at least 15, 20 years now. And when you go into these Mexican establishments, yes, they have signs in Spanish. They speak Spanish, right? Yeah, all the cartas, the restaurants, the little bodegas where they sell the little ice cream and the little Mexican confectionaries and all that stuff, man. Mexican ice cream. I call them Mexican sweet shops. That's what I call them. You know what I'm talking about? They're everywhere. All over Columbus, specifically on the north and the west side. Right? And now starting to be on the east side. And yeah, man, you go into these people's stores, we got La Michoacana, we got different other ones, I mean, you can just feel the tension. That's all I'm gonna say right there. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna tell you right now, Columbus, Ohio ain't no goddamn Black and brown unity at all. It does not exist. Zero. Nowhere in the city. Now, whose fault is that? Is that our fault? Is it our Latino brethren and sister fault? A little bit of both. Could be argued. My man OG said, I've been to a Spanish grocery store in my area and we complain until they put English lines. Exactly, and that's what y'all got to do. We don't speak Spanish. Spanish is not the dominant or prominent language in America. English is. I don't want to have to try to decipher coming in your store what y'all's menu is saying. It should be in English because we live in America where the main language is English. Simple stuff like that is how they cause the rifts, how they cause the separation amongst us in our same neighborhoods. One thing I do say about the Mexicans that I love, and we need to start being on, is they support each other. They do business with each other. When you go to any Mexican restaurant in the city, it's going to be jam-packed at dinner time. They got food. We got Mexican cartas all across Columbus. And I'm pretty sure it's the same in Cincinnati, Cleveland, Youngstown, Dayton, Toledo, and such. You want to know how I know? Because I've been there since I've been home, especially in Cincinnati. Got a very large Mexican population in Cincinnati. Want to know how I know? Marcelli. I told y'all about Marcelli, Looney. out of San Diego. His mom owns a restaurant in Cincinnati. Very good restaurant, I'm told, too. So, you know, shout out to Phil. Shout out to Sister Demetra, man. I love this lady, man. Not only is she a beautiful lady, she's very intelligent, and she is a proper journalist. She asks challenging questions. She's not biased. She keeps it fair across the board. She sticks to the facts, and she does her due diligence. I see why Phil got her on the squad. Let's go.
You know, there is no black and brown, and I love what she said. Do you think that a black business would be successful in a brown neighborhood as the brown?
Absolutely not. And this is how they are trying to incite the new race war, y'all. They're trying to get us to be beefing with each other by putting us and forcing us, cramming us into close proximity with each other, bringing hella of these illegals up here, giving them all the resources that should be given to us, specifically black people. But don't get it twisted. Y'all seen it in Chicago. It ain't just black folks up there complaining about this. The Asian community complaining, the white community, Italian, Jewish, German, all the people up there in Chicago are complaining about this. It ain't just black folks. It's just that black folks are the majority being, you know what I'm saying, deprived and denied the services that should be given them, but instead it's given to the illegals. So when we hear this whole talk about a black and brown unity, and don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I'm not for it, that I'm against it. I'm all for it. Because like the young brother said, the young Mexican brother said, if we were to unite, we would be an unstoppable force. But the only difference is that y'all Mexican, specifically Latinos in general, have been indoctrinated with Latin liberation theology, which is really communistic, anti-black, anti-American ideology and theology. Right? And I'm going to go into the history of this next week. But right now, we're just going to scrape the surface of how this so-called fake black-brown unity is just a farce, and how they're trying to ignite this new race war between us by doing the various things they've been doing for the past couple years. Let's go. Shout out to Phil, man. Shout out to Sister Demetra. Mr. O, my Joe for Chicago. What happened, man? I think this is out. Yeah, this is out your way, man.
Businesses are successful in the black neighborhoods? And the answer is no. They shop and do business and all that with their own. It's something they don't even have to think twice about, right? But as she said later on in that video, that her eyes have been opened more so with the migrant crisis, and that even still, yeah, they basically get together, and they don't get together with black people. They never have and never will, right? It has been said throughout time. There was a president of LULAC back in the 1950s, Felix TRYIN. He says, I'm not interested in aligning with the Negro. Yeah. Let him go handle his own business, right?
My brother, shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1, man, because he played this video too. See, we can go back to history and show y'all. We're not just saying what we saying because we salty, we upset, we trying to be. No, we got proof of this. Y'all don't rock with us for the most part. As a whole, no, y'all don't. There is no, nor has there ever been any black and brown unity, camaraderie. Even Che Guevara and the guys that started the Brown Panthers or whatever, man. As always, riding coattails. I mean, it is what it is, man. We swagged up, man. Everybody want to be like us, man. But even y'all's, and this is from the 50s, even y'all's political pundits, even y'all's political figureheads, historically, have been pushing this anti-black ideology, anti-black racism. Let the Negro handle his own problems. We don't want nothing to do with them. But when we fought for civil rights and the white folks started expatriating y'all back to Mexico during the goddamn Great Depression, where they literally sent damn near 3 million Mexicans back to Mexico. Most of them were legal citizens of America. They sent y'all asses back. Don't think they won't do it again, but y'all playing ball, so they ain't got no reason to expatriate y'all. Messman Kennels, love you too, brother. You know, I don't know who you are, but love you too, brother. You know, diametrically opposed to anything that has to do with advocating for Black people. Y'all Latinos have been indoctrinated with Latin liberation theology, and I'm going to get into this next week. Under the guise of so-called Latin liberation theology, all throughout Central and South America during the early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you got guys like Allende out of Chile. You got your homegirl Evita Perón from Argentina. You got the Bautista family. We gotta not be distracted from. Yeah, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? One thing, and I already did a show on Project 2025, man. Listen, Project 2025 is going to set the precedent, or is setting the precedence for a theocratic government. The United States Supreme Court is already set up for it to happen. You got half Zionist Christians, half Zionist Jews. The system is already set up right now to impose and come and have a theocratic government. In essence, we are a theocratic government. So don't think that Project 2025 is some BS. Don't think that it's distraction. Oh, it's very likely can happen. The actual structure is in place right now for it to. And the fact that Trump is getting behind it like how he is lets me know that there's a strong chance that it could happen. No, we don't need no brown bros. We don't need the brown bros, man. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Let's finish listening to Sister Demetra.
And so that is something that they have taught their people. Like, we ain't trying to get together with them, but somehow, and I think Black Americans especially, we are starting to wake up. We have been saying this old Black and brown coalition. It doesn't exist. It never has, right?
Anywhere in
now,
America.
I want to say something else in regarding this video. This sister is absolutely right. Farrakhan has said it. He says, do you think that you would be able to go to an Asian neighborhood and sell egg foo young to their people? No, not one of them will go in there.
Not gonna happen.
But yet we allow them to go into our neighborhoods and set up fried chicken shop, chicken and rice, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? And we just go in there and just give them the money. Take our money. And for what I understand, that stuff ain't even all good like that or healthy and any of that kind of stuff. But they wouldn't let you go into Chinatown or Koreatown or anywhere else and say, hey, I'm setting up shop in here. I'm selling some, noodles and egg rolls. I'm gonna sell what y'all selling and y'all gonna come buy it. They're gonna be like, you gonna go out of business waiting on us. So it should be the same thing in our community. You're gonna go out of business waiting.
Yes. Exactly. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Until we can come to a place where we don't mind doing business with each other. All right? Ain't no unity amongst us, man. And it's not because of us. Because y'all can come in our neighborhoods where we live, set up shop, and we will do business with y'all. We'll come to your businesses every day. Every single corner store, every single gas station around here is owned by either some Arabic people or Arabic speaking people. Either Iranians, Afghanis, Pakistanis, Indians. None ran by black folks, mind you. None. Zero. I don't know one black-owned corner store in the city. In Columbus, Ohio. If it is, I don't know where it's at. So y'all think about that. All right? You go over here on the west side of Columbus, the Mexicans got the west side on lock, and they working on this area of town too. You go on that west side, out there by the casino, nothing but Mexicans out there. Mexicans and Africans. Let's go.
On us, because we got restaurants and a whole host of other things that we can open up. We need to do those things, right? So while we are waking up, black people, let's start telling each other the message of, all right, now that we're waking up, now that we are seeing what these politicians are meaning for us, which is no earthly good, right? They don't mean anything good for us. Let's build. Let's spend the money in our own communities, right? We know that we give away 97% of the money that we as Black Americans see in America every year, right? Some people saying it's 1.7 trillion to like $2 trillion. So that's a lot of money, y'all. That is a lot of money. So stop allowing them to come into our communities and suck that money out, right? They got enough of our money, enough. So I agree with that, sister. So y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel.
Right. Shout out to Phil Scott and Demetria, man. Shout out to Phil Scott. I rock with the brother Phil Scott, man. I like what they doing over there at Africa Diaspora, man. Go subscribe to the brother Phil Scott. So if you want to stay up on game of the leading, most current events around the world, from a black perspective. You feel me? Shout out to Phil Scott and his whole squad, man. And like I said, man, this is actually a thing, man. You feel me? And I think this recent situation right here definitely sparked and added on to this whole situation, right? This guy, man. Right? And that's a good question, man. How much is this lack of us building together is our fault? Some is systematic, but do we make money together? I mean, and that's a good question, man. A lot of it is our fault. Most of it isn't, of course. No, that's a very good question, brother. It's a dope ass question. That's a good question. And I mean, it's an easily answerable one too. You know what I'm saying? How much is the lack of us building together is our fault? Some is systematic, but do we make money together? And no. Right? Some of it is our fault. And for the most part, no, we don't make money together. The very few black-owned businesses in Columbus, which is mostly restaurants or some type of service provider like, hair or something like that, we don't really do too much business amongst each other. Now you got your bastions of black business like Atlanta or Houston, Miami, and stuff like that, you know. But for the most part, no, we really don't do too much business with each other. We definitely don't invest in each other's businesses, and we don't do group investing. And that was very true with Phil Scott, or what Demetrius said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nothing. Outside of that, nothing. There's no venture capital firms. There's no construction companies owned by us. There's no HVAC companies owned by us, electrician, plumbing, besides individual. There's no big box stores owned by us. We don't even own corner stores or nothing like that. Not in my city anyway. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I'm telling you right now, I don't know of a black-owned corner store in the city. I ain't been to it yet if we got one. I'm not saying we don't have any because I just don't know, but I ain't been to it. Now, something that I think has intentionally been allowed to transpire and be put on the internet and stay on the internet to the capacity that it has is this whole thing with Ryan Garcia and his recent rant from a day or so ago, a couple days ago. Mess around and get flagged playing this, man. Like, I don't even want to play it. Y'all heard what he said, man. Right? Y'all heard what Ryan said. I ain't got to play it. Y'all heard what the boy said. Right? Y'all heard what the boy said, man. They always bring this dude, Steven, man. They always bring this dude, Steven Jackson, out to say something like his word is bond or something, though. Like, they always bring this dude, Steven Jackson, out like he got some type of pull, like he got some type of sway and influence with us black folks. He absolutely does not. His word is shit to most of us. We don't care what this dude have to say. He ain't the end all be all speak for us just because he speak on something. I do too, OG. I know a lot of black plumber who has to pretend that he works for someone else when he works for himself to keep getting work. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wild behavior, man. And we got to relax, y'all, man. We got to start being on code. This is part of being on code, man. We got to start supporting each other businesses, man. Doing business with each other. Supporting each other on platforms like this when we got people like myself, real content creators, real journalists. You did. Oh man, Mess Man Kendall said, I had a black plumber. He was terrible. He cost me over $8K extra work. Damn. See? Just because you get a black plumber don't mean he's gonna be the best plumber. And that's another thing, y'all, black people. When we do our business, we got to conduct business at the most professional level we can. One thing I noticed amongst my people is we don't do real good business. Customer service isn't all that great. Right? So I totally agree with that. Us as black folks, we just need to step our business acumen up. That's all. On all levels. But I support black-owned business as much as I can. If it was a black-owned corner store in Columbus, I would drive all the way to that store just to support my people. Even if it was way up north or out west or out south, I'd go to it. You know? This dude, Steven Jackson, always bringing this guy out like he's some type of authority or something. Yeah, man, Mount Vernon used to pop in my city, man. Lee's. You know? Yeah, man. Y'all hear this brother right here talking about Mount Vernon Avenue. Mount Vernon Avenue in my city was our Black Wall Street. I'll keep telling y'all, I'm going to do a show on the history of Mount Vernon Avenue in my city. We was a jazz bastion in Columbus. All the greats came here. All the great jazz artists, all the great folk novel artists came here. We had Black Wall Streets all across America. We had a Black Wall Street right here in my city, Mount Vernon Avenue, historical, which is called the King's Arts District now. I'm going to do a show on that too, to show y'all that there were Black Wall Streets all across America. It wasn't just Tulsa. It wasn't just, they were literally everywhere. Right? That's why they call it the Roaring 20s, because of Black economical success, not because of no other reason. How many of y'all know that? We made the 20s the Roaring 20s with swing music, Dixie, jazz. Country. That's why they call it the Roaring 20s. And economically, Black folks were making the most money they ever made in history. Or y'all just watch movies like a perfect movie for y'all to watch is Harlem Nights. Now, I'm not saying that I'm bigging up criminality, because you know Ray ran Sugar Ray ran a speakeasy / gambling house, right, which was illegal. But what American business that is established to this day from hundreds of years ago will start by non-criminal means? I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Every corporation on the U.S. Fortune 100 list, 200 list was founded by people who were criminals. So, you know what I'm saying, man? All this black, brown stuff, man, like I said, it would be beautiful if we actually did have some unity amongst us, and we have some people putting things together to create some real unity amongst us. But, I mean, as of right now, it don't exist. It just don't. And to say it do on a large scale would just be lying. Yeah, Idlewild is a good movie, too. Yup. Rosewood. I'm going to do a show on Mount Vernon in my city, man. All the big jazz bands used to come here. We got big ballers from here in Columbus, Ohio, man. Systematically destroyed us just like they did everywhere else in the country with drugs. You know, Mount Vernon used to be the equivalent of Black Wall Street. Mount Vernon Avenue, which is now called the King's Art Historical District, was something like Harlem. Black-owned everything. Real close proximity to downtown. And they did to my city what they did in every city. Nowadays, present day, Mount Vernon Avenue, King's Art District, heroin, meth, not even crack cocaine anymore. Heroin, goddamn it, fatty, and meth central. Yeah. So all this black, brown, unity mess, man, they can relax with that, man. Another thing that's contributing to this new race war, right? Right? This is another thing that's contributing to the race war. out to my homies at Forgotten Kings, man. Let me pull it up on the screen for y'all. My bad. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man.
I'm defending Fat Joe after Fat Joe came out and claimed that Latinos and blacks created hip hop. Of course, since making that statement, social media has been roasting Fat Joe like crazy. So y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip and hear what Grandmaster Cass has to say. Let me know your thoughts and concerns down in the section below. And yeah, let's get right into it.
They've been like lately talking about Latinos wasn't in rap and this. These guys are delusional. We're from the Bronx, New York. Happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half. But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. And Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what is up with these people that don't know their facts.
Peace. It's your boy Grandmaster Cass. Now I've recently heard some controversy going around on Twitter about a comment I made in a Vlad interview a few years back. Well, let me clear some shit up for you right about now. Some of the first Latinos in hip-hop were down with me. Disco Wiz, Charlie Chase, Joe Conzo, the man who took hip-hop's baby pictures, Prince Whipper Whip, okay? All Latinos, all part of my crew. Okay, so there's no way that I could talk about there not being a Latino presence in the culture of hip hop. Now, I've stuck my foot in my mouth a couple of times on Vlad interviews, and they probably caught an off, you know what I mean, comment or something like that. But let me clear that up. For all my brothers, my Latino brothers and sisters in hip hop, I've been an advocate since day one. So knock the bullshit off. Peace.
You know, I think Cass was kind of tap dancing in that a little bit. You know, I think he was kind of tap dancing a little bit in that.
Let me show you some of the articles of the pushback.
Shout out to the brother Tariq.
All right, let me show you.
Tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna let the video play because I'm gonna finish rolling my joint. But shout out to Tariq Nasheed, man.
Some of the articles of the pushback right here. Fat Joe receives backlash for saying hip hop was created by both blacks and Latinos. Now, Fat Joe has been out here saying that, I mean, he's been doubling down hard on the lie. It was hip hop was created by black and Latinos 50-50. Hip hop was created by blacks and Latinos half and half. That is a blatant lie. And he knows it's a lie. And everybody who promotes that know it's a lie, because when you start asking for receipts, nobody has receipts for it.
It's definitely a lie. When I do my research, hip hop, a lot of the hip hop like dances and the beats really came from like down south, then migrated into like New York, the Bronx, and that's when they get the scratching and the b-boy stuff. And that's where it developed into what hip hop is today. So no, the Latinos were the people that adapted to it, but it did not start it.
Facts. And this whole rhetoric with this whole helping create hip hop, this is further adding to the separation, the division, and slowly igniting the embers of the so-called new race war. Right? Right?
But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice.
You can't rewind time.
What's happening? This your boy I-55 Shun, and you tuned in with Say That TV. You heard me? In Fat Joe's recent Instagram live, he stated both blacks and Latinos created hip-hop. Many fans didn't agree and didn't shy away from letting Fat Joe know. It all started Friday, August 26th, when the Terror Squad captain shared a video that paid homage to Latino hip-hop pioneers. He wrote in the caption, "Thank you, thank you, thank you for your contribution to hip-hop." The following day, he hopped on Instagram Live to not only big up DJ Khaled's new God Did album, but also address some of the negative comments he was saying about the post.
This. You can't hate. The haters can't hate. And you know when you win, there's always some people that hate. There's some people that hate. You know, I tell you, I never really fuck with Twitter, but I go on there to see. They always hating on me and shit. And they said, they've been like lately talking about Latinos wasn't in rap. This. These guys are fucking delusional. We're from the Bronx, New York. Shit happens. And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half. But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. Fuck that. And Latinos wasn't there. You was invited. You are a specimen. I don't know what the fuck is up with these people that don't know their facts. And so out of nowhere this morning, somebody sent it to Tony Sunshine. He sent it to me. I got a little video. I'll post it. And it's only a few Latinos in hip hop. We got the drum beat going, and this talks about Charlie Chase and Ruby D and Whitney Witt and this. These are all. And so what I notice is history is history.
What's wrong with you?
Executive producer, we're so happy you're able to make a stop.
This girl loves me.
Oh no, she loves you, Rich. You know your favorite uncle, you know that. And so I don't get it, you know? And these people, man, they gotta stop. They gotta fucking stop. And so listen, man, we by far the biggest in the game. The album God Did comes out tonight at midnight. It's nothing but Hitmania, Future, SZA. It's nothing but Hitmania on it. Drake, Lil Baby. They got this Jadakiss song on there. It's so crazy. They got a Jadakiss. So tonight is as easy as going on your phone and pressing God Did. And who don't want to celebrate God? You know how Fat Joe tell you all the time. Texas, I'll see you out there tomorrow. Dallas, I'm going to chiropractor out there.
This guy, man. This freaking guy, man. Who is this guy? Russian thoughtbot. When whites rise up, everyone gonna lay the fuck down. Punta Madre. That's what's up, man. We ain't worried about none of that. Don't block this dude, y'all. Don't time him out or none of that. He cool. All right? You know what I'm saying? Whites ain't rising up against shit. Whites are declining in this society and in this country, and they know it. That's why they bring in all of these illegals in from Central and South America. They see that us black folks are once again getting on code. And the number one fear in America is us getting on code. And when I say us, I mean us. And that's a fact, Jack. America doesn't fear Latino people being on one accord because y'all got that ideology ingrained into y'all psyche. The fabric freaking fibers of y'all psyche is Latin liberation theory, which is really communistic liberation theory. They gave y'all their mind. My man Carlos Castaneda of the famous Don Juan fame novels. Don Juan is quoted in one of Carlos Castaneda's books as saying the number one thing that the enemy did was give us their mind. And that's what happened in Latin America, Central South America during the 20s and to now. Right? You know, and it's not that we can't get rights. We're just being denied. We have some of the rights. They're just flat out denying it, right? And it's being systematically done. And it's being done intentionally to create racial tension between us. A lot of my Latin brothers and sisters, a lot of my Latino brethren and sisters are maybe a little bit too ill-informed to understand that. Most of y'all get what y'all get about black people from propaganda. Now, those of y'all who do live in close proximity to us, y'all know good and damn hell well, just like it is amongst y'all, it's some good people, it's some great people, it's some awesome people, it's some okay people, some all right people, and it's some downright, utterly crazy, ludicrous, unsavory people. That's amongst any group of people you go through. Right? I mean, and to some degree, I will agree with you on that, Wrestling Thought Bot. To some degree, we are hopeless, or we do display hopeless behavior. But see, what's going on now is we starting to get on code with each other. And everybody fears black folks getting on code. That's why they bring in the so-called tethers to try to dismantle us. Now that's why they're trying to bring in all of these illegals from Central South America in. And they're trying to perpetuate this gang culture amongst us online to keep us divisive and separated amongst ourselves. So, I mean, you know, that's partially true what you said. That's true to an extent. Some of us do display hopeless behavior and actions, and to some degree, it's hopeless to the sense that some of us are too far gone. No, and I don't agree with segregation forever, because at some point in time, at some point, we're going to have to interact and engage with each other, seeing as how close proximity we live to each other. We get rid of our black liberation ideology and our Latin liberation ideology, which is both based and rooted in communistic theology. Right? The number one thing the enemy did was give us their mind. Nobody said you was a troll, bro. Everybody's welcome here. Trolls are too. I'm not bothered by trolls. I've been known to troll every now and again. So, you know, all my trolls, please come and tap in with us. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop the link. But let me remind y'all of something when y'all come over here to A Real Talk podcast, right? We are not stupid. I am not stupid, right? We know how to box very cleverly with our language over here. No disrespect of any kind will be tolerated. I'll determine what's disrespectful. If I don't find it disrespectful, it ain't disrespectful. But, you know, I digress. I'm not a suppressor or a censor of speech. Everybody's free to say whatever they want over here at A Real Talk. Long as you ain't being intentionally, wittingly, willing, disrespectful, then that's a different story. And that's a good question. And of course, the greater thing for all of us, beneficial wise, will be if we all get on one accord. That would be the best scenario for everybody. But unfortunately, due to the heavy indoctrination on both sides, mind you, I'm not going to sit up here and just proselytize like it's just Latino. No, we got that stuff amongst us too. You got you coon ass dudes. You got you sucker simp ass dudes, gang goofy gilling dudes. We got you gang bangers we got to deal with. We got a lot of people who are indoctrinated with black liberation theology. A lot of y'all so-called black organizations are indoctrinated with black liberation theology. which is really communistic Marxist theology in disguise. Yeah, cream gonna rise to the top no matter what, but there's no guarantee that you gonna be that cream, brother. Neither am I. And this is the main thing that I talk about over here. I want y'all to realize why we being so indoctrinated to be separate, which on some levels is needed. But at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, we're eventually going to have to come to some type of consensus, y'all. Now, as far as when I say in order to build, we got to destroy, what I mean is that for us, especially us, it would be more conducive for us to work on in-house first. And then we'll go interact with everybody else, because one thing that other groups of people have amongst them is a sense of unity and pride. We don't have that. Until we get to at least the minimum level of everybody else, then it is best that we focus on in-house. And one of that things focusing on is our culture. Because Russian culture, Mexican culture, any other culture, they don't allow us to appropriate or to financially gain profit off of their culture. But everybody can profit and gain off ours. And I'm a full agreement until we, or at least until we get our stuff in order, complete, total denying, cut off access to our culture to all other groups of people. Right? That's just me. And I think we should really be on that. Because like Phil Scott and like Dietrich, like they said, we can't go in the Asian community and open up a Chinese food spot, a Sichuan style Asian restaurant. We can't do that. We will get no business, I guarantee you. We can't go into a Mexican neighborhood in anywhere in America and open up a carta. And Mexicans patronize it. We can't open up a goddamn nail salon in a Korean community up here in Upper Arlington and think we're going to get some business. Right? It's just not going to happen. But all of these people can come into our neighborhoods and set up shop, and we patronize their businesses. I'm a strict and firm believer and supporter of getting on code. Right? And when you try to be in your city where you from and really put effort into supporting Black-owned business, what you're going to find is that there's not a lot of Black-owned businesses out of hair, barbershops, food service. There's no Black-owned grocery stores, tire shops, very few, if any. Like I said, electricians, plumbers, HVACs, manufacturing companies. There's not a lot. Mostly restaurants. I'm very friendly and very familiar, close to personally with a lot of Black restaurateurs in my city. How about yours? I see that nobody want to hit that link. That's cool. It's all good. It ain't no pressure, no force, you know. But I open my platform to everybody, man. This is y'all's show. I'm just the naught and year. I'm just the navigator. I'm just steering the shit. Y'all giving it the power with the oars. I'm just steering it, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? I don't know what that means, Russian thought, but I don't even know what that means. But you know, We're not trying to do anything. We are doing something. We're getting on code amongst ourselves, much like how y'all other groups of people do. Right? That's all. It's just that when we do it, everybody makes so much money off of us. You said we try to pretend as Europeans. Some of us do. Look, Russian thought bomb. Now, listen, let me tell y'all do something when y'all come over here. None of that stuff, I mean, listen here, man. None of that stuff works. Some of us do pretend to be as Europeans. Yes, some of us do. And these are the people who we got to call out. These are the ones we got to sit up there and blaze and roast and let it clear be known that they're not like us. Flat out. Let me ask y'all a question out there, all the different groups of people that may possibly be potentially tapping in right now. Right? Why do y'all have such a feeling about us black folks getting on code with each other? Why do we got to be separatist, divisive, racist even, just because we want to defend our culture? I want to know from y'all, why do y'all think that? Because when y'all defend y'all's cultures, we don't get in our feelings about that stuff. We don't sit up there and say that y'all being racist and divisive and separative and whatever when y'all want to defend y'all's culture or fight for political change amongst y'all's group of people. We didn't say when they had passed that Asian crime bill, we wasn't like, oh, right? The answer to that question is because just like everybody else, y'all fear us getting on code, which is kind of strange, especially amongst you Latinos, because what's strange is the only reason that y'all is allowed to do or able to do anything that y'all have in this country, specifically as illegals, is because of us. We started this civil rights shit. And this the thanks we get. It's crazy, man. It's like a slap in the face. And that's why I say, unless y'all are full supportive, paying homage, it would be best if we focused on doing us as a group, like how y'all do. And we don't really complain or get salty in our feelings about it. You want to know why? Because Latinos doing business amongst Latinos doesn't affect us economically. We don't use y'all's cultures. Let's just be honest, man, right? Let's just be real. Let's be real and let's be honest. We got the most poppin' lit culture in human history. History is replete with it. We the best. We got the most swag. We got the most style. We got the most juice. We got the most sauce. None of y'all are fucking with us. It just is what it is. Everything that's cool, hip, swag, styling. I said style. Stylish, lit, popular, comes from us. The most popular and dominant form and genre of music created by us and us alone. Nobody else. The most influential and most profitable on planet Earth right now, hip hop. We created that shit. Everything that's cool and hip, we created. We don't gatekeep our culture. We so fly. We so naturally talented and gifted. We don't even care. We come up with something different and new and more fire, like we always do and always will. But I think it's high time we start gatekeeping our shit. Because y'all clearly don't respect the free access we have allowed y'all to have to our culture. And the fact that these people that run this country are using y'all as basically shock troops, pawns, goes to show how much the indoctrination work on y'all part, because these are the same people who have oppressed y'all historically, culturally. And yet for some odd reason, y'all got smoke with us. You know? And that's just a fact, man. And that's all true. That's all true. And that's what I'm saying, Russian Thought Bot. We the most popping. Everybody wants to be like us. Y'all want to rap like us. Y'all want to talk like us, dress like us. Have that swag and that sauce that all the girls around the world love. But when it's time to actually be us, y'all can throw back on y'all's whatever hat. And we ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. We just about to start gatekeeping our shit. And the reason why all of y'all got something to say is because y'all profit off of our culture. We ain't trying to make merengue, salsa, reggaeton, calypso, mariachi, whatever, reggae. Damn, what else? Oh, my bad. Y'all ain't really create nothing for real. We're not trying to open up Mexican cuisine restaurants or Asian or Asian cuisine, Sichuan Chinese or Vietnamese or whatever Thai restaurant. We're not trying to open up a Thai restaurant. We ain't trying to do none of that. So, you know, everybody wants to, especially with this whole black and brown unity thing, you know, y'all want to make all this money off of our culture, capitalize off of our culture, but want to gatekeep y'all's. And, you know, we just saying 2024, we ain't having it no more. It's not happening. We about to start gatekeeping our shit. Now, y'all can either roll with it and pay homage or get rolled over. It don't make us no difference. Y'all see what happens historically fucking with us. So it's whatever. It would be best if y'all just jumped on board. Right? But I think what's going on, right? This is what I think is going on. They see us getting on code and they're trying to bring in the shock troops, the illegals, and all of that. Because like I said, the race war with white folks and black folks in America was an utter failure. Utter failure, especially in recent times. We don't get along for the most part, but enough of us get along, I'm talking about black folk and white folks, to where racism is starting to become shaky between us. Because you got young white folks coming up who just ain't on it. Why you think the racist rhetoric in media you see that's normally a black and white paradigm, you see how it's being shifted from that if you pay attention? Yeah, some of us are superior to each other, and that's something that we got to realize and recognize. Right? When it comes to certain things, when it comes to culture, when it comes to creating things that are cool, hip, globally unifying, that's us. That will make us superior to the rest of y'all now, because y'all don't do that. Right? Y'all just don't do that, especially Latinos. You know, I mean, y'all's culture has had some global influence, but in comparison to us, it's like not even comparable. It's not even a comparison. And this is not me being separatist. This is not me being divisive. This is facts, man. Historically, this is facts. The reason why y'all got stoplights in y'all's country is because a nigga in fucking America invented it. Right? And it's not about being inferior or superior. This is just about paying homage. You don't see black folks talking about we created chimichangas. What I'm saying is there's nothing so awe-inspiring about Latin culture to where us as black people have to bite anything from it. That's not disrespect. It's just true. We love y'all's food. Outside of that, I can't think of anything from Mexican culture that's globally influential or something that somebody want to emulate or imitate. That's not disrespect. That's true. And if I'm wrong, let me know. You know? See, this is how you know this dude Russian Thought is a fake wannabe troll. But when he come on the show like this, he can't really get his troll on because that shit ain't popping and hitting on nothing. Nobody said that black people invented peanut butter. At least I've never said that. And his name is George Washington Carver. And no, he didn't invent peanut butter, but he did invent over 300 plus patents, different uses of the peanut. He definitely did that. The reason why you got peanut oil to this day in the way we do and how it's used is because of George Washington Carver. You know? Like I said, I dropped the link. I dropped the link for y'all guys to hit the link and come up here and actually show your face and say and speak the stuff you speak in real time, face to face, as much as possible in these digital spaces. You did. You know, see, a guy like me, I'm all too familiar with how the unintelligent artificial intelligence operates. It ain't smarter than me. Right? Not even a little bit. And this is the stuff I be saying, like, dudes be saying stuff, and shout out to my brother Red. Y'all dudes be forgetting what y'all be saying. Man, I don't even like showing this dude's content, man. I ain't doing that, man. Damn, I don't like showing homeboy content, man. Right? So this is what I'm saying about guys like Fat Joe.
Is African. Brazilian music, all of it. Dominican music, all the music is African. Brazilian music, all of it. Dominican music, Spanish drums, all the music is African music. So, you know, you getting on the Afro beat now. I've been in Africa. They've been.
You understand me? St. Andrew. And I'm 100% American. Born here, raised here. I can trace my family back 316 years. How about you? My family been here. And I'm just talking about my specific name. I'm not talking about the entire family. I'm just talking about my part of the family. The Berry part of the family. Ain't none of my great grannies ever said that none of our family was from Africa. Never. You got guys like Fat Joe who be forgetting what they be saying now. You know, now he's saying Latinos help and contribute 50-50 with blacks. But at the same time, he says in this interview that all the music was created by black or Africans. And that's just not true. All the music don't come from Africa. Most of the music comes from right here in America. Most of it, R&B, America. Jazz, America. Swing, America. Dixie, America. Country, America. Rock and roll, America. House music, America. Hip hop, America. So, no. Now, Calypso has African influence. Merengue has African influence. Salsa has African influence. Bachata has African influence. Capoeira is from African influence. Huh? Right? No, I'm not no Indian N-word. But my family is indigenous Black Americans, though. You feel me? My family all through Ohio, Choctaw, Iroquois, Erie. Y'all forget Ohio is where a big, huge, major indigenous people is, population. Do y'all not know that in Ohio is the Great Serpent Mound? So like I said, I could trace my family history back 316 years. And I'm just talking about the Berry bloodline. None of my great-grandparents, when they were alive, none of them said anything about us being from Africa. Nah, that means that I'm Black. We're not Black. I'm going to take that term Black out. And I'm going to do a show on that, y'all. Y'all got to go read Ballantyne's Law, man. And understand what the term Black really means. Right? But for the lack of a better term, yes, indigenous Black people or indigenous dark-hued people, if you want to get very technical with it. Right here in America, where we've been since the beginning of time, all Black people on this planet, all dark-hued people on this planet do not originate from Africa. Not all of history is a lie. A lot of it is, but not all of it. And this is what I be telling y'all, man. Everything isn't a lie. Most things are. You just got to be able to decipher which is which. Which, sad enough, is becoming more difficult for, I'm going to say, the rest of y'all. Most of the rest of us. Listen to this dude, Fat Joe, man.
Doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It ain't new. All the music is African. You know what I'm saying? But you right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even in Puerto Rico, when you go to Caribbean, like let's speak about Latinos not being Black. Latinos are Black.
Some Latinos are Black. Not all. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, say Andrew, that's what's up. Right? All Latinos aren't Black. And mind y'all, to all my so-called Latino brethren and sisters, Latino doesn't denote or depict a blood type or a phenotype or a genetic code or anything to do with biology. Latino is short for Latin, or is a spin on the word Latin. Latin is a language. It is a language-speaking group, Latinos. That means you speak the same language. It ain't got nothing to do with race or nothing to do with DNA or genetics or any of that. Let's just be clear. Much like Semitism or Semites. Y'all know the difference between a Semite and a Shemite? Go check that show out, man. All Latinos ain't black. Some are, a nice majority are, but most ain't. Right? And even in so-called Latin countries in Mexico, like Mexico, or countries in Central and South America, they basically shit on the black people there too. The black people in Central and South America and Mexico ain't represented politically. They ain't represented in the media. They live in the favelas, the slums. Rio de Janeiro, one of the largest cities on planet Earth. I want to say damn near 20 million people live in that city. They got the black poor people section off, living on top of each other. Now, y'all's culture in Brazil is African influence and inspired. But none of the stuff that y'all was doing in South America inspired hip hop. I'm not even going to say capoeira, because capoeira didn't have anything to do with creating hip hop. Because all blacks wasn't doing capoeira. Like, say, for instance, the indigenous black Americans, they weren't doing capoeira. That was some African shit. That's not American. That's not indigenous to us. We had our own self-defense techniques. A lot of them are being used by the American military to this day. Huh? Rest in the answer to Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger, man. One of the coldest, deadliest men I've ever met in my life. First black dude to ever be a part of the Delta Force. And he was a Green Beret. He also worked in recon. He was in the military. He was in the Marines and the Army. Rest in the essence to that brother, right? Taught me everything I know. You hear me? As far as like logistics and warfare and stuff like that. Highly decorated brother. Seen a lot of combat. Right? Also, St. Andrew, you an old head, huh? You was in the 101st? So you seen some combat, huh? Right? All those fighting techniques, line defense that they teach in the military, where you think they learned that from? All the knife fighting that they teach y'all in the military, especially in special ops, where y'all think those skills and techniques come from? They don't come from Africa. You know? Let me tell y'all something when y'all come over here to A Real Talk Podcast, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't one of these goofy, dumbass niggas just on YouTube talking. I know what I'm talking about. And I dare anybody to challenge anything I say. I do my due diligence. I'm a real proper journalist. Yeah? I'll just let that be known. We don't do fuckery over here and bullshit over here. I don't just be talking. Just to be talking. The Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, says, prove all things. And I definitely can and will. Like I do every night. Tap in, walk with me. Smash that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page.
In Cuba at one time, there was 8 million Cubans. 5 million, unfortunately, were slaves. 3 million were actual Cubans, and they integrated and had babies. Same thing with Puerto Rico. When you go to Loíza, and when you talk about Santeria, that came from the motherland, Africa. You know, sometimes Latinos might even identify themselves with African and Black culture more than Black people. This ain't no crazy thing. Fat Joe ain't African and Black culture more than Black people. The same thing with Puerto Rico. When you go to Loíza, and when you talk about Santeria, that came from the motherland, Africa. You know, sometimes Latinos might even identify themselves with African and Black culture more than Black people. This ain't no crazy thing, Fat Joe.
See, and that's true, right? Y'all can do that. Listen, people, so-called Latino people can definitely identify more with African culture than we can. You want to know why? Because we weren't influenced by it for the most part. We have our own culture. That's the whole thing. When y'all was down there in Central and South America, y'all mix and mingle with African slaves, Alkebulan slaves. We ain't start mixing with slaves until like the 1800s, man. Like going into the 1600s for real from Africa, man. Most of the Black people who were indentured servants, employees, were from right here in America, man. This is the hidden history. I challenge any Black person in America to go get a official genealogy test done. You can go get an official genealogy test done at your local university. Like, say, for instance, I live in Columbus, Ohio. I could go to the Ohio State Department. I could go to Ohio State's biology department and go get an official genealogical test done. And it might cost, it's going to cost you. It ain't cheap now. But it's official. Don't do 23andMe. Don't do DNA diagnostics. None of them. Go get an official genealogy test, not a DNA test. We're about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate new people coming in, Russian Thoughtbot. Listen, man, you're welcome to come over here and spit your game and talk your shit all you want. Like I say, as long as you ain't being disrespectful, man, you can say whatever you want over here. Box cleverly with your language, though. Because we judge by the company we keep over here on YouTube. And I can't have people in my comment section just saying crazy, lewd, just out of this world, outlandish stuff. So if you're going to respect the platform, man. Spit your game, talk your ish, but box cleverly with your language. That's all I ask. You can say whatever you want. Nah, man, Russian Thoughtbot, man, listen here, man. Listen, right? We fair across the board over here, man. We're non-biased. We just keep it 100. You know what I mean? Fair on all sides, bringing y'all raw, real, actual content. As in earlier in the show, y'all see during the riots, I was right there. And when the stuff started happening again, guess who's going to be front line? Me. Because I'm a real proper journalist. Not only that, I'm a real ass nigga from turf, nigga. Dig? Hey, man, shout out to y'all for tapping in tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate it, man. I really do, man. You know, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, y'all. Listen, I love all my Latino brethren and sisters, right? Love y'all to death. Those of y'all who pay homage and know what it is, y'all know that we created hip-hop. Y'all know y'all ain't have nothing to do with it, and y'all honor and respect that and are glad and privileged to have been allowed to be close proximity enough to be the first students of hip-hop. I respect that and I love that. And I honor and I respect y'all's culture. And if we're going to be honest, when it comes to influence, Latin culture doesn't have that much influence in America. Nowhere in the light of the tunnel, right, that it is compared to us Black Americans. right? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap in anytime y'all want. I go live down there every night. I'm about to drop a pre-recorded after this, talking about this goofy dude, Tommy Sotomayor, right? And we got lots of more content. Tomorrow night, we got the sports show. You dig? Tomorrow night, we got E&E Sports. This is what we're going to be talking about. You feel me? E&E Sports Tuesdays. We're going to be right back at it tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. My brother King Els. Go ahead, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and we're going to be discussing all things happen, transpire in sports the past week, current events, trending topics, stats, and what else is going on in the sporting world, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Corsair on your social engineering. Listen, man, we got to support each other, man. We got to support Black male media. We got to support independent content creators, man. This is an absolute must that we do this, man. You hear me? It ain't too many of us out here who are proper journalists. They're killing and destroying journalism, and they're using mainstream media to do it, right? When we cannot allow that to happen. You know? You feel me? Hold on, this ain't the album. Hold on. All right, I'm trying to find a certain album, y'all. My bad. See, it ain't on this one, man. You know what I mean? We got to stay on code, man. You know? We got to support each other, man.
That's not necessary.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. We've been lied to long enough, like my brother St. Andrew said, man. We've been lied to long enough, y'all. It's time to get on code. Nothing personal to everybody else, but we got to gatekeep our culture, y'all. We got to gatekeep our culture, y'all. We got to do extensive background checks on anybody coming into our culture. Want to make some money off our culture. We got to make sure that they is contributing back to us. Yeah, straight like that. Right? And it's the number one thing everybody fears, y'all, man. They don't want us to get on code as Black people. They don't want us to gatekeep our culture, because that means that they're no longer going to be able to benefit financially from it. And that means we will. I want y'all to understand, like Phil said earlier, like Miss what's the, I can't figure the name that damn fast, man. Right? We have damn near $2+ trillion spending power as a whole. We don't need anybody else. We are the creators of everything lit, popping, and hot. We don't need no influence from nobody else. No disrespect, but y'all's cultures ain't popping enough for us to bite from it and use it in ours. Flat out, man. We created hip hop. We created rock, jazz, folk, funk, country, R&B, swing, Dixie, house. We created it all, man. It all comes from us. Pay homage. Shout out to my brother Narcissus the Sick and my brother John Boy for making this fire song, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, Jack. See y'all tomorrow.
Sir. What question is? It's going to hurt.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add cream. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I fired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopy. Caught up on film, flow tracks are sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. Around keep the heat like chimney blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep my
kings.
grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe.
My brother Uncle
Boy, they
Diddy,
ain't
you already
tripping,
know,
they
man.
do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm worth a million, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, should be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get to use the hope. Formulated a plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.
Smash that like button, y'all. Click on the subscribe to the page. Tap in tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. E&E Sports Tuesdays. Me and my brother King L. This the guarantee gonna pop up more than likely. Tap in, walk with us, man.